Guys, have you ever heard the words, "So tell me about yourself," and suddenly your brain freezes, your heart races, and all your great thoughts just vanish? Well, it happens to everyone students, professionals, even native English speakers. Whether you are in a job interview, giving a classroom presentation, meeting someone at a party, or just picking up on a Zoom call, introducing yourself in English can feel like the hardest part. But here is the truth, your first impression really matters. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to introduce yourself clearly, confidently, and naturally in any situation around the world. Stay with me because by the end of this video, you will never go blank again. First of all, let's be honest, introducing yourself should be easy, right? You have lived your whole life. You know who you are, but somehow when the spotlight's on, your mind goes blank. You are either not sure what to say or how to say it in a way that sounds natural and confident, especially in English. But the good news is, you don't need to memorize a script or sound like a textbook. In this video, I'm going to break it down for you. What to say, how to adapt it for job interviews, classrooms, social situations, and more. And real-life examples that actually work, no matter where you're from and what your English level is. So grab a notebook or just sit back. This is your complete guide to mastering self-introduction. Now the question is, why does this even matter? Because your self-introduction is your first impression, and first impressions can open doors or close them. Whether you're applying for a job, meeting someone new, joining an international class, or even making online friends, how you introduce yourself shows your confidence, clarity, and even your personality. But here is the secret most people don't know. You don't need perfect grammar or a fancy vocabulary. You just need a clear structure and your own natural flow. And that's exactly what I'm going to help you build. So, how do you actually introduce yourself without going blank? Let's break it down into a simple 4-part structure that works anywhere in the world, no matter the situation. Number 1, greeting plus name, a friendly opening. Number 2, location or background, where you're from and what you do. Number 3, something personal or professional, a fact, passion or job. Number 4, why you're here or what you're looking for, your purpose or goal. Think of this like a template. You can mix and match it for any situation. Job interviews, online meetings, casual conversations, and even networking events. Now let's go through each step with real-life examples so you can use them right away. Step 1. Greet and say your name clearly and confidently. Let's start with the simplest and most important part, how to greet someone and say your name. This is the first thing people hear when you speak. And guess what? You don't need fancy words here. You just need to sound natural, friendly, and sure of yourself. Example 1, formal, for job interview or presentation. Good morning, my name is Anita Roy. I'm excited to be here and share a bit about myself today. Now why it works? Because it's polite, confident, and professional. Example 2, online class or Zoom call. Hi everyone, I'm Samuel from Kenya. Looking forward to learning with you all. Now you can see it's warm, global, and helps people remember you. Example 3, casual or social setting. You can say like that, hey, I'm Lucas. I just moved here from Brazil. Or, hi, I'm Aisha. Nice to meet you. Now you can see it's simple, friendly, and opens up conversation. Now here is some key tips that you can remember. Say your name clearly. Speak a little slower than usual. Smile even online because it shows in your voice. Step 2. Say where you're from and what you do. After your name, people often expect to hear a little about your background, like where you're from and what you do. This helps them connect with you. especially in international settings where your accent, culture, and profession might be different. Example 1. Simple and global. You can say, I'm from Jakarta, Indonesia, and I'm currently studying business. Or, I'm originally from Mexico, but I now live in Canada and work in IT. Now, you can see it gives people a quick idea of your location and life without sounding too long. Example 2. For students or learners. You can say like that, I am a final year psychology student from Nigeria. Or, I'm learning English to improve my career opportunities in Europe. Now, why it works? Because it's relevant, focused, and opens up conversation. Example 3. For professionals or job interviews. You can say like that, I've been working as a digital marketer for the last 3 years in Mumbai. Or, I come from an engineering background with experience in product design. Now, why it works? Because it's professional, short, and to the point. Now, here is some key tips for you to remember. Keep it short, 1 or 2 sentences is enough. Use clear, simple English, no need for complex grammar. You can mention your job, studies, or city, whatever fits the moment. Step 3. Share something personal or professional. Now that you have told people who you are and where you are from, it's time to give them something that helps them remember you. This step is where you show a bit of your personality, something human, unique, and relatable. Think of it like this. If someone met 10 people in one day, what will help them remember you? A hobby, a passion, a fun fact, or a unique interest can make a big difference. Example 1. In a classroom or online learning group. Besides studying, I enjoy making short videos about science in my free time. Or you can say, I'm really into reading self-help books. I'm currently reading Atomic Habits. Now you can see it adds your interest and may spark a conversation. Example 2. In a job interview or networking call. I'm passionate about creating clean, user-friendly websites. That's why I got into front-end development. Or you can say, I love working with data and finding patterns. It's like solving a puzzle. Now, why it works? Because it gives insight into your professional motivation, which recruiters really love. Example 3. In a casual or social setting. Here you can say like that, I am a coffee lover and I try to visit a new cafe every weekend. Or, I love cooking, especially experimenting with different international cuisines. Now you can see it's fun, friendly, and shows your personality. But sometimes we're not sure what to say. In that case, try one of these simple ideas. In my free time, I like blank. One thing I'm passionate about is blank. People often say I'm really good at blank. Recently, I've been learning something fun about me is blank. So you can use these sentences when you are not sure what to say. This step helps you connect emotionally with others, and connection builds trust. Whether it's a colleague, a teacher, or a new friend, they'll remember what made you you. Step 4. Why you are here and what you're looking for. So, purpose. This final step gives your introduction a strong finish. It tells people why you are speaking and what you want and what you are hoping for without sounding awkward or unsure. Whether you are in a job interview, a classroom, a club, or even a Zoom group, letting people know your purpose helps create the right connection. Example 1 for job interviews or career settings. I'm excited about this opportunity because I want to grow my skills in a global environment and take on new challenges. Or you can say, I'm looking for a team where I can contribute, learn, and make a real impact. Now you can see it shows motivation, clarity, and professionalism. Example 2 for online courses, classes, or meetups. I joined this class because I want to improve my English and feel more confident when I speak. Or I'm here to connect with people from different countries and share ideas. Now, why this works? Because it is honest, personal, and shows that you are open to learning and connecting. Example 3 for social or casual introductions. I just moved to this city, so I'm hoping to meet new people and explore the area. Or, I love talking to people from different backgrounds. I think we all have stories worth sharing. Now, why this works? Because it's warm, relatable, and invites others to engage with you. Now, here is some key tips that you can apply. Be clear about what you are here for. Even a short sentence works. Don't over-explain, just give a purpose or intention. Speak with positive energy, even if you're nervous. This final step leaves a strong impression. It shows people that you are not just talking, you are here with purpose, curiosity, or ambition. And that makes your introduction feel complete, professional, and unforgettable. Let's put it all together. Your full self-introduction. Now that you know the 4 simple steps. Number 1, greeting plus name. Number 2, where you are from or what you do. Number 3, a personal or professional detail. And number 4, why you are here and what you are looking for. Let's see how it all sounds when we bring it together into a full introduction. Remember, you don't have to memorize it. Just understand the flow and adapt it to your own story. Example 1 for a job interview. Good morning, my name is Aditi Sharma and I am a digital marketing specialist from Mumbai. I enjoy creating content strategies that help brands grow online. I'm here today because I'm looking to join a team where I can learn, grow, and make a real impact. Example 2 for an online class or international meetups. Hi everyone, I'm Carols from Argentina. I work as a software developer and love learning about different cultures. I joined this course to improve my English communication and connect with people from around the world. Example 3 for a social or casual introduction. Hey, I'm Lena. I'm from the Philippines and currently studying psychology. I'm really into K-pop and photography. I'm new to this city, so I'm just looking to meet interesting people and make new friends. As you can see, there's no perfect version, only the one that feels real and comfortable for you. Now it's your turn to try it. Don't just watch, pause the video and practice your own introduction using the 4-step formula. Say it out loud. Yes, you heard me right. Say it out loud. Even if you're alone, your voice needs to hear your confidence. Now here is a bonus tip that you can apply. Record yourself speaking, then play it back. You'll be surprised how much more natural you sound with just a little practice. Whether you are speaking in a classroom, a job interview, an online meeting, or just making new friends, you now have a structure that works anywhere in the world. And remember, the more you practice, the easier it gets. The first time might feel awkward, the second time a little better. By the 5th time, it will feel like the second nature. So go out there, speak up, and let the world know who you are, because your story deserves to be heard. Go ahead, write your self-introduction in the comments below. It doesn't have to be perfect, just follow the 4 steps and give it a try. I read every comment and I'd love to see how you introduce yourself. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe and share it with a friend who's learning English too. More videos are coming to help you speak naturally, clearly and with confidence. Thanks for watching, and remember, every time you speak, you're getting better. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Create it by practicing today. This is just the beginning of your English confidence journey, and I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Stay curious, stay consistent, and most of all, believe in your voice. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep learning, keep growing, and keep speaking.